my mum been through everything that I've kind of already been through, and have that experience has been probably the main thing that's got me to where I am.
The lights dim. The roar of the crowd fades into a heartbeat. A new era in combat sports is about to begin. From the streets of Manchester to the bright lights of PFL Africa, one woman has risen through the chaos. Undefeated, unbroken, and unrelenting. They call her Dakota Dangerous Diva, the knockout queen who made Conor McGregor stop in his tracks, and call her the next big thing. The undefeated phenom, the fighter Conor McGregor himself calls the next big thing. Dakota Dangerous Diva is finally stepping back into the cage. And this time, she's bringing chaos to a brand new continent. The stage is set for PFL's first ever event in Africa, a historic moment for the sport, and the perfect battlefield for a warrior like Dakota. Her opponent, Sumiko Inaba, might be walking into the biggest storm of her career. Because when Dakota steps into that cage, something changes. The lights feel heavier, the air feels tighter, and every heartbeat in the arena syncs with the rhythm of her destruction. Known for unleashing 28 brutal knee strikes in her last championship fight, a record-breaking display of precision and violence, Dakota isn't coming to compete. She's coming to dominate. This is the moment fans have been waiting for. The moment the entire MMA world realizes that the next global superstar has already arrived. It's been months since Dakota last fought. Months of frustration, of waiting, of watching names rise and fade, while she stayed in the shadows, sharpening her weapons. But now, that wait is over. The 26-year-old from Manchester has turned her fury into focus, and her silence into promise. In her own words, "They made me wait half a year. So now I'm bringing 10 times the violence." When a fighter with 12 knockouts in 14 wins says something like that, the world listens. Dakota doesn't do half measures. Her return isn't just another fight, it's a warning. Every opponent who's stood across from her has learned the hard way that Dakota doesn't fight for points. She fights to end you, to break you down, piece by piece, until the referee has no choice but to save you from what's left. And now, in Cape Town, she's ready to make a statement that will echo across continents. This fight represents more than just competition. It's a symbol of evolution. PFL Africa is breaking new ground, and they've chosen Dakota to lead the charge as their co-main event star, right alongside middleweight champion Johnny Eblen. That alone speaks volumes. For a fighter who once begged the promotion to "get me anything," this is destiny catching up. Dakota has always been hungry, not for fame, but for the fight itself. "Put me in the cage anytime, any day," she said. "I'll go for it." That's not just talk. That's the voice of someone who lives for the moment the cage door locks and the crowd fades away. In Cape Town, the energy will be electric. A new continent, a new audience, and the same ruthless force of nature that has torn through every division she's ever touched. This isn't just a return, it's a reintroduction. Her opponent, Sumiko Inaba, is no easy prey. The Hawaiian striker brings an 8-1 record and years of Bellator experience to the table. A fighter seasoned, durable, and dangerous. On paper, she's the perfect test. Inaba's stand-up game is crisp, her composure solid, and her ground control impressive. But that's exactly what makes her the most dangerous kind of opponent. One with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Dakota knows it. "These are the fighters you can't underestimate," she admitted. "They come to take your head off." Inaba's last win came through a brutal finish that showcased her grit and adaptability. She's fought under pressure before, and she's walking into this fight with the confidence of someone who's been in the fire and survived. But she's never faced a storm like Dakota Diva, and that's what makes this matchup so electrifying. Two aggressive strikers, no fear, no hesitation, just pure combat. Dakota's fighting style has become something of a legend. Fans and analysts call it controlled chaos, a perfect blend of beauty and brutality. She moves like a sniper, striking with precision that borders on artistry. Her Muay Thai clinch is a nightmare. Once she locks her hands behind your neck, it's only a matter of time before the knees start flying. The 28-knee barrage that ended Tyler Santos's night wasn't just a statistic. It was a statement, a reminder that Dakota Diva isn't here to outpoint opponents. She's here to dismantle them. Every fight she enters feels like a chapter in a bigger story, one where she keeps proving that she belongs among the elites. Her composure, her timing, and her instinct make her look born for this life. Every second in the cage is a painting of violence, and she's the artist holding the brush. Outside the cage, Dakota's story adds even more depth to her legend. Raised in Manchester, trained out of Northern Spirit Muay Thai, she's built her career on hard work and quiet intensity. She's not interested in drama or social media battles. She lets her fists do the talking. But when she speaks, the world listens. Jiu-jitsu is great to train, but in a fight, I like to stand up. That's what the fans want. And she's right. The fans adore her for that very reason. Her fights aren't chess matches. They're explosions. She's the embodiment of the new generation of fighters who mix skill with savagery, composure with chaos. And now, after months of waiting, she's ready to give the fans exactly what they've been craving. Another unforgettable display of controlled destruction. And then, there's the moment that changed everything. Conor McGregor's public endorsement. It was at BKFC 7 when the Notorious One spotted Dakota in the crowd. He didn't just shake her hand. He lit the fuse. "You're the next big thing, baby," McGregor told her, smiling. "Strong woman. Good girl. Effing awesome." Those words from the biggest name in combat sports history instantly catapulted Dakota into global headlines. It wasn't a random compliment. It was recognition from one legend to another in the making. That single interaction sent her fan base soaring, with thousands of posts and clips going viral. Dana White's mentions exploded with fans demanding one thing: sign Dakota Diva to the UFC. Because when Conor McGregor says you're special, the world believes it. And in Dakota's case, the proof is undeniable. But behind the praise lies something deeper: expectation. Everyone's watching to see if Dakota can keep proving the hype right. Every performance adds more pressure, more weight, more eyes. Yet, she never cracks. Instead, she thrives on it. The brighter the lights, the calmer she becomes. Analysts compare her to Anderson Silva in his prime. The same fluid movement, the same killer instinct, the same ability to turn violence into poetry. Others see shades of Valentina Shevchenko in her composure. Some even whisper her name alongside legends like Bas Rutten for her devastating liver shots. But comparisons don't define Dakota. They only remind fans of one thing: she's already building her own legacy, one fight at a time. And now, as she prepares for the battle in Africa, she's carrying the weight of expectation like armor. This fight isn't just about PFL. It's about proving to the world, and maybe even to Dana White, that Dakota Diva is ready for the next stage. The UFC's women's flyweight division is in desperate need of a fresh face, a finisher, a star who can reignite the fire, and Dakota fits that bill perfectly. She's young, undefeated, endorsed by the sport's biggest icon, and already a proven ticket seller. With each fight, she's building not just a record, but a movement of fans who want to see real fighters, fighters who risk everything for glory. If she delivers another signature finish against Inaba, the pressure on the UFC to sign her will become impossible to ignore. The question isn't if she'll make it there, it's when. As fight night approaches, the anticipation builds like a thunderstorm. Cape Town prepares to witness history, PFL's debut on African soil, headlined by two women born to fight, Dakota Diva, the Storm from Manchester, carrying the weight of her promise. Sumiko Inaba, the challenger from Hawaii, ready to risk everything. The lights will dim, the cage door will close, and for those few minutes, the world will hold its breath. Because this isn't just another fight. This is the moment where greatness either begins or burns out. Conor McGregor's words will echo, Dana White will be watching, and millions will tune in to see if Dakota Diva can once again defy expectations. Whether she finishes it in the first round or drags it into a war, one thing is certain. When the final bell rings, the fight world will never be the same again.